With this soup base, your family will only eat fried soup every time. You're welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, just sit tight. Let me show you how you can use one soup base to make oha soup, Ofe Owerri, Bitterleaf soup, just name it. I'll also share tips on how you can enjoy this fresh every time, even after months in the freezer, just the way you are served in the restaurant. To make this, start off by adding in your protein to a pot. I'm using goat meat, stockfish head, cow skin, that's momo. Go ahead and add in some seasoning powder. You see this pepper? These two combination is very important. I will chop this roughly and I'm going to add this to a pot. See, feel free to use any protein of choice that you desire. I'm just going to add in little water. I will stir this all together, cover this up and allow this to cook. This is the foundation of this soup base, so we have to be very intentional with this. Just little water at the start. I'll cover and allow this to cook. Once this is on fire, in another pot, I'm going to add some cocoyam. This is going to act as a thickener for this soup. Go ahead and pour enough water to cover this cocoyam. Cover up your pot and allow this to cook. You're not adding salt or whatsoever. Now back to our soup base. This has been boiling. The protein is almost soft, but it is not totally cooked. This is the time for you to pour in your palm oil. We are not using palm nut extract for this, but you can as well use palm nut extract to make yours. I'll pour more water to this. The quantity of water you are adding should be commensurate with the cocoyam, that's the thickener you are going to be using. Add in ogiri seed. This is very important in this soup. I will add in more water and I'll cover these up and allow this to continue cooking. Now let's check on our cocoyam if this is ready. All you have to do is to go in with your fork. If you're able to pick it easily with your fork, you know that it is ready. I'm going to peel the back off camera and we are going to be blending this. So after peeling, this is what it looks like. Just transfer this to a blender and add in little water. And let me add, the cocoyam you eat is quite different from the one you use in thickening your soup. So when you are buying cocoyam for your soup, just ask the seller. They will oblige you to tell you the one that is meant for soup. See, after blending, we should have something like this. If you don't have a strong blender, please use your mortar and pestle to blend yours. Oh, did I say blend yours? Just pound yours with your mortar and pestle. Back to the soup base. This is already coming together and the aroma it is giving. Now I'm going to pour in this blended cocoyam paste. This should be very smooth like this. If you're using mortar and pestle, try as much as you can to get it smooth. You don't want lumps in your soup base. Add in lots of crayfish. I'm going to stir this all together and cover this up and allow this to really dissolve very well. And if it's not well dissolved after stirring, don't worry. As the cocoyam boil together with the soup base, it is going to properly dissolve. Before we continue, hope you have subscribed to my channel. Fine, yeah. Yes, you. Hope you have subscribed to my channel. I just share value tips that will help you up your cooking game. After stirring, just add your deboned dried fish. If you use mangala fish, it's going to give you more depth and flavor. But in the absence of mangala fish, you can just use your normal dried catfish. I'm going to add more palm oil because the color is not really what I want it to be. But if you're okay with the color, just feel free to do you. But you know we are still going to add leaves to this later. That's the vegetables to this later. So I'll just stir this together and I'll cover this and allow this to cook. You just want the palm oil to mix very well with the soup base and the cocoyam, everything. You just want everything to infuse very well. This is what I'm talking about. You can see the difference, right? This is after about 10 minutes of these boiling together. I'm going to add in some ozoza leaves. But if you're using ozoza seed, you may just keep adding the leaves because the seed will give you the same flavors that you're looking for. And don't worry if the ozoza leaves will not be fresh over the course of months that the soup will last. The longer the uziza leaf stays in the soup, the more potent or the more pronounced the flavor becomes. So I'm just going to stir this together and I'm making sure that I've gotten to my desired consistency. You can see the consistency that we have. This is not too thick and it is not light either. It should just be in between like this. At this stage, you can test and adjust if you need anything. But in this case, everything is just perfect. The seasoning, the peppers, everything. And you can see the color that we finally arrived at. This is looking good already. At this stage, sef, you can just have this and it's already soup on its own. But don't worry, we are far from being done yet. From this soup base, you can make your ozoza soup. You can make your bitter leaf soup. You can make your Ofe Owerri. You can make your native soup. You can make your Oha soup. The soups are endless that you can get from this soup base. Just follow these steps and you're going to arrive at a very tasty soup base. And if you eat salt, please feel free to add salt to yours. You can see we didn't add salt to the soup at all. And I'm going to allow this to completely cool down. We'll transfer this to a container and keep in the freezer. And just like that, we've gotten that soup base that we're going to use and make different types of soups over the course of 2 months. Now, let me show you how to make this fresh every time. So I'm going to take a portion that we're going to eat immediately. I'm just going to add it to a pot. Just take out the portion that you're going to finish. You and your family are going to finish. So you don't have to have leftover of that particular soup in the freezer. So after taking that portion, I'm going to be adding in oha leaves to this. And just like that, this one is going to be oha soup. I'm not going to add anything extra to this soup. Everything is perfect. But you can adjust yours to your desired taste. This is how you are served different types of soups at a restaurant. The restaurant don't make all this soup done waiting for you. If not, the leaves are not going to be fresh when they serve you the soup. So they make this one soup base and add in the leaves and serve you fresh soup whenever you come to their restaurant to eat. And now this is week 2 already. I'm going to be making Ofe Owerri for my family. We have friends coming in. I'm making Ofe Owerri for them. So I'm adding this soup base to a pot. I'll allow this to boil. After boiling, I'm going to be adding in vegetables first. After vegetable, I'm just going to stir this together. Once I'm done stirring, I'm going to be adding in some okazi. Okazi and vegetable, that's just what makes your Ofe Owerri. So after adding the okazi, because of the presence of the vegetable, I'm going to add a little oil to this. You just want the soup to look very fresh when it being served. And if it is ozoza soup that I want to make, all I have to do is to take out the soup base and add ozoza leaves to it. The same is applicable to bitter leaf soup too. All I have to do is to add the bitter leaves to the soup base, allow it to boil together. Once it has boiled, and I will have that particular soup ready to be enjoyed, and it will be very fresh, and anyone that tastes the soup will think that you're just making it from scratch immediately. And just like that, we have our Ofe ready for our guests to come and enjoy. See, if you have watched this video to this point, don't forget to comment, like, just do those beautiful stuff. And most importantly, share to that someone you want to save time for him or her in the kitchen. I will see you in my next one. Bye.